My dear friend, I need you to stop right where you are and listen to the sound of my voice, because what is happening in this very moment is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment. Just moments ago, something shifted in the atmosphere around you, a change so subtle you might have missed it if you weren't paying attention, but your spirit felt it. A decision was made in the spiritual realm, a gavel struck a sound block, and the echo of that moment is rippling through the air right now. It was a moment that cannot be undone, a singular point in time where the past and the future collided, and a choice was laid bare before you. You have felt the waves of this moment crashing against the shores of your heart all day, haven't you? It is a heaviness that sits on your chest, a question that burns deep inside your soul, asking why and how much longer you have been carrying a weight that feels like it might crush you, a sorrow that feels ancient and deep, leaving you with questions that no one seems to be able to answer. But I am here to tell you that the silence ends today. The confusion ends right now. I want you to take a deep breath and lend me your heart for these next few minutes, because we are going to walk through this shadow together. We are going to pull back the curtains of the dark room you have been sitting in and expose the things that have been hidden from your eyes. You see, the enemy wants you to believe that this heaviness is your fault. He wants you to believe that the choice to give up, the choice to silence your own voice, is the only option left on the table. But that is a lie, and we are going to dismantle that lie piece by piece. Before we go any deeper, I need to know that you are with me. I need to know that you are ready to receive the truth that is about to break the chains off your mind. If you are ready to see clearly, if you are ready to have your eyes opened, I want you to type, "I am listening," in the comments right now. Let that be your first act of rebellion against the silence. Let that be the signal that you are no longer accepting the darkness as your home. Let's go back to where this started. It didn't start with a loud bang or a public event. It started in a place that seemed so ordinary, a place that looked like a bedroom or a car or a bathroom floor. It started in a room that was quiet and still, yet the air inside felt thick, heavy with words that were screaming in your head but never left your lips. It was the kind of silence that presses against your eardrums, whispering secrets that make you tremble. In that room, a soul sat alone. Perhaps it was you, or perhaps it was someone you loved dearly. Their heart was racing, beating against their ribs like a trapped bird, and their thoughts were tangled like a knot that couldn't be undone. They were looking for a door, a window, a crack of light, anything to hold on to. But everywhere they looked, they saw only walls. They saw only the end. The real storm, however, wasn't the room itself. The furniture was still, the world outside was moving on, but inside their mind, a hurricane was raging. Thoughts were clashing against each other like violent waves crashing against a rocky shore, eroding the foundation of who they were. Memories that used to bring a smile, memories of brighter days, of laughter, of innocence, flickered for a second and then faded into a dull, lifeless gray. It is a terrifying thing when the light goes out inside a person. It is a terrifying thing when the words of love they once trusted turn bitter in their mouth, tasting like ashes. It is a terrifying thing when the promises they built their life upon crumble to dust and slip through their trembling fingers like sand. And in that void, in that empty space where hope used to live, the whispers began. They started soft. They didn't come in shouting. They came in like a gentle, cold breeze. They sounded like your own voice, but they were not you. They said things like, "You are not enough." They said, "You are all alone in this." They said, "You will never make it out of this pit." My friend, you need to understand that these were not just random negative thoughts. These were targeted lies. These were chains wrapped around a heart, pulling it deeper into a darkness that felt like a tomb. And in that moment of vulnerability, in that moment of exhaustion, the soul believed them. They believed the lie that said there was no other way. They believed the lie that said the world would be better without them. They believed the lie that said the only path left was the final step. But hear me and hear me clearly. That step was not their choice. It was not your choice. You did not wake up one day and decide to hate your life. You did not decide to abandon your dreams. No, someone else was there. Someone else was guiding the hand. Someone else was planting those dark seeds of doubt when the ground was already dry and cracked. There is a villain in this story, and it is not you. Someone pushed you toward that edge. Someone stirred up the storm when you were already drowning. Someone whispered "jump" when you were looking for a reason to stay. Who was it? Why did this happen? How could something so irreversible, so heavy, so final be allowed to unfold? I'm going to tell you exactly who it was. I'm going to reveal the faces of the betrayal and the source of the pain. But you must understand that this revelation is going to shake you. It is going to challenge the way you see the people around you. It is going to force you to look at your circle and ask, who is really for me? This is not a story for the faint of heart. This is a story for the survivors. This is a story for the ones who are still standing despite the arrows in their back. If you are still here, if you are still breathing, it means the enemy failed. It means the plan to silence you did not work. We are just getting started. The truth is rising like water, and it cannot be stopped. But before I reveal the rest, I need to know who I am speaking to. I need to know that you are ready to break the agreement with the lies. If you believe that your story is not over, if you believe that there is more for you than this pain, I want you to leave a comment below. Type, "My story is not over." Speak it into the atmosphere. Write it down so the enemy can see it. Let this comment section be a memorial of survivors, a gathering of warriors who refuse to take that final step, or who are standing in the gap for those who did. We are about to go deeper. We are about to walk back into that room and turn on the light. Stay with me. Do not scroll away. The answer you have been praying for, the closure you have been desperate to find, is coming. Now you are probably asking yourself a question that has been burning in the back of your mind since we started. You are asking, who was this person? Who was this soul that carried so much pain, and how did they get to this point? You need to brace yourself for the answer, because the truth is going to shake the ground you are standing on. It is going to make you question everything you thought you knew about the people around you. This soul wasn't just a random face in the crowd. This wasn't a stranger that you can easily dismiss or forget. This was someone you know. This was someone whose smile you might have seen just yesterday. It was someone whose voice you might have heard laughing in a hallway, whose heart touched yours, even if it was just for a fleeting moment in time. We often think that people who are suffering carry a sign on their forehead, but they don't. This soul was someone who mattered. They were someone who carried a light so bright that it could illuminate even the darkest room. They were the kind of person who loved deeply, pouring out their heart even when that love was never returned to them. They fought battles you never saw because they hid them behind a mask of strength. They carried burdens you never knew existed because they didn't want to weigh you down. It is a heavy realization, isn't it? To think that someone so full of light could be walking through such a deep valley of shadow. If you are realizing right now that this story sounds familiar, if you are realizing that you might know this soul, or that this soul might even be you, I want you to type, "I see them" in the comments. Acknowledge their existence. Let the world know that their pain is seen. But we must go deeper. we must uncover the darkest part of this story. We have to talk about the ones who pushed them. We have to talk about the betrayal. You see, the people who hurt this soul, the ones who led them to that edge, were not strangers hiding in the shadows with weapons. They weren't enemies who declared war from a distance. This is the hardest truth to swallow, my friend. The ones who betrayed them were the people this soul trusted the most. They were the people who sat at their dinner table, breaking bread and sharing laughter. They were the ones who listened to their dreams and promised, "I will always stand by your side." They were the ones who held the keys to their heart, and instead of protecting it, they unlocked the door and let the cold wind in. Betrayal is a specific kind of pain because it never comes from your enemies. Your enemies cannot betray you because you never trusted them in the first place. Betrayal only comes from the ones you let close, the ones you open your arms to, the ones you believe would never, ever hurt you. And that is exactly what happened here. These people didn't just hurt this soul, they systematically destroyed them. It wasn't a sudden attack, it was a slow erosion. Instead of lifting them up when they were down, they tore them down further. Instead of offering a hand of hope, they fed them spoons of despair. Instead of showing love, they showed a cruelty that was masked as friendship. Imagine the confusion. Imagine looking into the eyes of a friend and seeing a stranger. Imagine reaching out for support and feeling a knife in your back. They took everything they could from this soul. They took their joy, stripping it away layer by layer. They took their peace, replacing it with constant anxiety. They took their reason to keep going, leaving them empty and hollow. And they didn't stop there. When there was nothing left to take, when the soul was completely drained, they went deeper. They planted lies in their heart like poison seeds. They whispered words that cut deeper than any blade could ever cut. They said, "You don't belong here." They said, "You are a failure." They said, "No one cares about you." These lies were not just spoken once, they were repeated until they sounded like the truth. They grew like weeds in a garden that had been abandoned, choking out the flowers of hope. They became heavier than the truth, heavier than any memory of love, heavier than the will to survive. And in that final moment, in that quiet room we spoke about, this soul believed them. They believed that the lies were reality. They believed that the betrayal was proof of their own unworthiness. They believed there was no way out. But I need you to hear this. It was not their fault. If you have ever felt the sting of betrayal from someone you loved, if you have ever had a friend turn into a stranger, I want you to connect with me right now. I want you to type, "I have felt the sting," in the comments below. Let us create a community of people who understand that betrayal is real, but it is not the end. Because even though they pushed this soul to the edge, even though they tried to silence that beautiful heart, the story does not end in defeat. The damage was done, yes. The step was taken, yes. But there is a force at work here that is stronger than their malice. There is a justice that is waking up. The people who did this think they have won. They think they have walked away clean, dusting their hands of the wreckage they caused. But they are wrong. They have started something they cannot stop, and the weight of their actions is about to fall. Stay with me, my friend. We are about to turn the page. We are about to talk about what happens to the betrayers, and more importantly, what happens to the light that they tried to extinguish. The shift is coming. My friend, we have walked through the darkness of the room, and we have looked into the face of the betrayal. Now we arrive at the turning point. You see, the people who pushed this soul to the edge, the ones who whispered the lies and fed the storm, they believe the story ends here. They believe that silence is their ally. They think that because the voice is quiet, their secrets are safe. They are walking around today thinking they have escaped. But here is the part of the story you need to hear, the part that rings with the authority of justice. This story is not over. A step was taken, yes. A choice was made, yes. But the ones who push this soul will not walk away untouched. Do not be deceived by their temporary calm. Do not be fooled by the smiles they plaster on their faces in public. Their actions will not go unanswered. There is a law in this universe, a spiritual law as real as gravity, that says you cannot sow destruction and reap peace. The truth has a way of finding the cracks. It rises like the sun after the darkest night. You cannot hold back the dawn, and they cannot hold back the weight of what they have done. It begins slowly for them. It starts in the quiet moments, in the pauses between conversations when the noise of the world fades away. They will begin to feel a heaviness they cannot explain. The guilt will settle on their shoulders like an invisible cloak. Their hearts will grow heavy with the realization of their part in this tragedy. They will try to bury it. They will try to justify their actions. They will say, "I didn't mean for this to happen," or "It wasn't my fault." But deep down, in the places where they cannot lie to themselves, they know. Their minds will wrestle with the truth they tried to bury. They will see the pain they caused playing over and over again in their memories. It will press down on them until they can no longer ignore it. If you believe that justice is real, if you believe that the truth eventually uncovers everything, I want you to make a declaration right now. Type "Truth always rises" in the comments. Let your words be a witness. Let them stand as a testimony that you know the darkness cannot hide forever. But this moment we are sharing right now, it is not just about them, and it is not just about the soul who is gone. My dear friend, I need you to lean in close, because this is where the story becomes yours. This story isn't just about one soul, it is about you, Bar. It is about the battles you have faced in your own life. It is about the betrayals you have endured when you trusted the wrong people. It is about the moments when you felt like giving up, when the floor felt cold beneath you and the ceiling felt like it was closing in. Because the truth is, we have all been in that room. We have all heard those whispers that say, "You aren't enough." We have all felt the crushing weight of lies that tried to break us. You might be feeling it right now. You might be reading this with a heart that feels heavy, wondering if anyone truly sees the war you are fighting. But look at yourself. Take a moment and really look at where you are. You are still here. You are still standing. You are still breathing. The enemy tried to take you out. The betrayal tried to silence you. The pain tried to end your story. But it failed. That means something. It means you were made for more than this pain. It means you were created for a purpose that is bigger than the storms you have faced. The fact that you are still here is proof that your assignment on this earth is not finished. You may feel wounded. You may feel scarred. You may feel like you are limping. But a limping warrior is still a warrior. And you are stronger than you realize. The very fact that you survived the betrayal proves that their power over you is broken. I want you to acknowledge your own strength right now. It is easy to focus on the pain, but today we focus on the survival. I want you to type, "I am still standing" in the comments below. Do not just think it, write it. When you write it, you are cementing that truth in your reality. You are telling the world, "I survived." No matter what you have been through, no matter who has hurt you, and no matter what you have lost, there is a future waiting for you. I know it is hard to see it when tears are clouding your vision. I know it is hard to believe it when your heart is broken, but the future is there. It is a future full of hope. It is a future full of healing. It is a future where every tear you have cried is wiped away. The story of the soul who took that step is a tragedy, yes. But your story? Your story is a triumph in the making. We are moving toward the final part of this journey. We are going to talk about how to let go of the pain without letting go of the lesson. We are going to talk about the beautiful thing that is coming next. But you have to stay with me. You have to decide right now that you are ready to turn the page. So, here we are at the crossroads. We have acknowledged the pain, we have exposed the betrayal, and we have declared your survival. Now, the most important question remains, what do you do now? How do you move forward when the weight of this story still feels so heavy on your shoulders? How do you step out of that dark room and into the light when your eyes have adjusted to the shadows? It starts with a choice. Not a loud public declaration, but a quiet internal shift. It starts with holding on to the truth. You must hold on to the truth that you are not alone, no matter how isolated you feel. You must hold on to the truth that you are loved, even if the people who were supposed to love you failed you. You must hold on to the truth that no betrayal, no lie, and no loss has the power to define who you are. The second step is the hardest, my friend. You have to let go of the pain. I know it feels like that pain is the only thing keeping you connected to what happened, but you are not letting go because it wasn't real. You are letting go because it does not have the power to hold you back anymore. You have to unclench your hands, let go of the people who hurt you, let go of the lies they planted in your mind, let go of the moments that made you feel small and worthless. When you release that dead weight, you make room for what is coming. And let me tell you, something beautiful is coming. Something bigger than you can imagine is heading your way. The universe, God, the source of all love, however you see it, is preparing a restoration that will make every struggle and every tear worth it. Your story isn't over. Your light is still shining, and there is a destiny waiting for you that no one can take away. The people who hurt you, the ones who betrayed you, and the soul we spoke of, they don't get to write the ending. They don't get to decide your worth. Their words and their cruel choices are temporary, vanishing like smoke. But the truth about you is eternal. You are valuable. You are enough. No one can strip that from you. So when you let go of their voices, you are reclaiming your own power. You were made for joy. You were made for a purpose that is so much bigger than the pain you have known. I want you to picture something with me. Close your eyes for a second if you can. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a brand new day. Imagine the sun rising over the horizon, painting the sky with colors of hope. The air is fresh, filling your lungs with new life, and that heavy weight you have been dragging, it is gone. You feel light, you feel free. You feel alive in a way you haven't felt in years, my friend. This is not just a dream. This is a vision of your future. It is what is coming for you. It is not coming by luck or by chance. It is coming because of love. It is coming because you were made for this victory. The blessings that are on their way to you are not small. They are not ordinary. They are the kind of blessings that shift your entire world. They are the kind that will make you forget the stinging pain of the past because the joy of the present is so overwhelming. Imagine relationships entering your life that lift you up instead of tearing you down. Imagine opportunities opening up that align perfectly with the dreams you thought were dead. This future is real, and it is waiting for you. Sometimes these blessings come quietly, like a kind word from a stranger that changes your day. Sometimes they come in big, loud moments, like a door slamming open that you thought was locked forever. But they always come. So, what is the final word on this journey? It is rise. You stand, you keep going. You take one step and then another. Not because it is easy, but because you are worth the effort. You do it because you are stronger than you feel. You do it because there is a fire inside you that the darkness could not put out. That fire is still burning. It might feel like a flicker, but a flicker is enough to start a blaze. When the whispers come back, and they might try, you shut them down. You remind them of who you are. You remind them that you are defined by the love that never leaves, not the people who walked away. My friend, you are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are loved beyond measure. The storm is passing. The light is breaking through. The best is truly yet to come. If you have walked this journey with me, if you have felt these words resonate in your spirit, I want you to do one last thing. I want you to join this family of survivors and warriors. Click that subscribe button right now. Do not let this connection fade. By subscribing, you are saying yes to the truth, yes to the healing, and yes to the future. We are building something here, a sanctuary for the broken who are becoming whole. I don't want you to miss the next message because I believe it is going to be the specific key you need for your next door. Turn on the notifications so you never walk alone again. You are part of us now. Welcome home.